Last one. This is really about the bases, but I think it's important we understand it here at headquarters. So the bases and the regions truly are the face of the Navy in their community. Now, they may not know all the answers for all the tenets and all the things that happen on the base, but they are the face of the community. There's a lot of things that are really important that the CO has to focus on, and there's his number one responsibility: force protection, safety, care and feeding, all those kind of things, all right? They're all important. The CO is focused on it. What is the CO's number one job? Why does that base exist?
Support the warfighter.
Okay, support the warfighter. So what's another way to say that? You're right. What's another way to say that?
Protect the U.S.
I'm sorry?
Protect the U.S.
Okay, all right. I'm looking for a specific word. Mission. Bingo. All right, those are exactly right answers, but it's about the mission. And it's not about the mission of the base. It's about the mission of who? The warfighters. It's about the mission of the tenants. All right? The only reason our bases exist is to support the tenants on that base. And generally speaking, and a tenant could be one tenant on a base to 350 tenants. And generally speaking, there's some prime movers and then a bunch of other tenants that support those prime movers. All right? What's the biggest threat to a base, to a tenant's ability to execute mission? You're not allowed to answer it. All right? What's the biggest threat to our bases?
Lack of facilities.
You've heard it before. You're not allowed to answer it either. Lack of facilities. All right. True, but bigger than that. I mean, that is, we're struggling on resources to get the facilities we need, but it's bigger than that.
Lack of readiness.
No. No. Well, I could turn reputation into the answer. It's okay. Go ahead and answer it. You answer it. Come on.
Encroachment.
Encroachment. All right. You guys heard about encroachment? You know what encroachment is? So, why do our communities care about the installation that's in their community? And it has nothing to do with about patriotism. Why do they care?
Their property values.
Why do they care about that installation being there?
It disrupts what they want in their lives.
You're answering it the wrong way.
It's money.
It's about resources. It's about jobs. The only reason those communities care about that installation, because it's about jobs. It's about the economy. And do you think if they could figure out another way to generate more revenue out of that property than a base, do you think they'd go after that? Absolutely. All right? The biggest threat to executing mission is encroachment. And encroachment comes in many shapes and forms. All right? It comes in real estate. It comes in environment. It comes in noise. All right? It comes in water. There's all kinds of different things, different types of encroachment. And I can walk you around almost all 70 bases and describe an encroachment challenge that they are facing. All right? So, if the biggest threat is encroachment, and the reason the community cares about the base is jobs and economy, how do we minimize or defeat that encroachment challenge? I'm sorry?
Perform at the top level.
Yeah, but what do they don't care how we perform. All they care about is the money.
Be active members of the community and support local businesses.
Yeah, but what are you supposed to be doing? What do we need to do? What do we need to educate them on? Educate them on the value. It's about the value that installation brings. All right? And I expect every one of our installations, all right, and not just the CO, all right, but folks in leadership position and folks who are out in the community understand what their economic impact is to that community. All right? What value they bring to that community. Most of it is economic, but there's other things. There's volunteerism, all right? There's protecting something else from moving in, all right? And the story's different at every single base. It's really easy to talk about economic impact in Hampton Roads and San Diego because the bases are right there, right? It's a little bit different, a little bit more difficult to talk about economic impact when you're in the Northwest, all right? And the hub is Seattle and none of the bases are near Seattle, all right? Or it's kind of hard to talk about economic impact when you're talking about an outlying field, Coopville, up in Washington, that the local community who see no economic return on investment from that outlying field, just listen to growlers taking off and landing. How do you work that encroachment piece? All right, that's the CEO's job. It's about educating and talking to the community, making sure they understand the value. And you can talk that value stream in many different ways, but the fundamental one is from a fiduciary piece. That's really the CEO's number one job. All those other things are important. I'm not trying to diminish any of that. You know, I could provide all the resources in the world to the installations to make them 5-star installations, but if the tenants can't execute their mission, it's all for naught. So I don't want any of us to ever lose sight of why we exist. All right? It's about the tenants, and it's about their ability to execute mission. So that's the guiding principles. Any comments, thoughts, discussion on guiding principles? Do they make sense?